in a day, make sure you speak to yourself. You have spoken to your nanny, you have spoken to your driver, have you spoken to yourself? Have you asked yourself, hi, how are you? I know it sounds, but
Sounds.
yes,
Uh-huh.
but ask yourself, how are you?
Yeah.
Look at yourself in the mirror and be like, how are you? Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you have such habits,
Yeah.
it will be so quick for you to
Mm-hmm.
get back up.
Yeah.
But if you have found yourself, maybe you are rock bottom and you want to get up, develop such habits like speaking to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually advise people that let you be your number one cheerleader. Don't
Yeah.
be your critic.
Mm-hmm.
That's also another form of self
Mm-hmm. Self
care,
care.
emotional self care.
Yeah.
Be your number one cheerleader. Don't be a self critic. That if maybe I pour this glass of water by mistake, instead of telling myself, it's broken, we try again, or
Yeah.
what can we do? Do we replace it? You're like, no, why have I done that? Da, 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 da. Then you drag yourself. And you know, nobody in this world loves you more than you.
Yes. No one can actually.
Nobody can love you more than you
Yeah.
love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's number one priority.
Yeah. This is Divinely Inspired Media. My name is Sylvia Keremi, and today I'm joined by the amazing Charity, who's going to be talking to us about self care, which actually upgrades our mental wellness.
Yes.
Yes, Karibu Charity.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be seated here.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
I'm just seated here admiring your eloquence.
Uh-huh.
We will try. We will try.
Growth.
We will try. So
Yeah.
self-care is what we're going to be talking
Self care,
about.
yes.
Yeah, my name is Charity Jones.
Mhm.
Once again to my viewer, and we're here just to expound and learn from each other. Just not just me sharing what I know,
Yeah.
but even learning from our audience. Yes.
This time you told me we're gonna be talking about self care. I felt self care is quite important, yeah, because first of all, it boosts our confidence
Confidence.
in so many ways, and we want to understand self care deeply, how to take care of ourselves, how can we exercise this, and actually, it's all about how. Yes.
True.
Yeah. What do you have for us?
So we can start with defining self-care.
Mhm.
So self-care is very simple. It's just intentional actions and behaviors towards our well-being, every human's well-being. That's simply self-care for us. Yes. So self-care is divided in many types. We have physical. You'll find there are people who love working out. You'll find there are people who love dressing nicely. That's also a part of self-care. You'll find there are people who like to be groomed. The way they make their hair, the way they make their nails, if it's for the men, how they shave. You find kuna vile anatakanga kunyolewa we.
Yeah.
If it's a certain cut, yeah, that's physical self-care.
nitty-gritties.
The nitty-gritties of your
Yes.
appearance,
Yeah.
that's physical self-care. There is emotional self-care. And this one I know for a lot of people it's quite black. It's not black or white. It's quite gray because you'll find they don't really understand what is emotional self-care.
Yeah.
And that's why we are here so that we can just discuss it kidogo. And I want our viewers also to tell us down below what they think emotional self-care is. Number one, with emotional self-care, it's you being able to process your emotions. There are people who are always in denial. They don't want to
Yeah.
accept when they are angry. Even if someone is displeased by something and you ask them, are you okay? They'll just say yes.
Yeah, we are used to that.
No, that is actually an abuse to yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. It's good to acknowledge what you're feeling. If you're
Yeah.
feeling sad, process it,
Yeah.
accept it. If you're feeling grateful, the people, I don't know if it's about being humble or it's about being kucheza chini kidogo, they'll not celebrate their wins. You'll find someone has graduated, they have maybe gone from one step to another, there's a
Yeah.
milestone in their lives, but they downplay it a lot. That's injustice you're doing to yourself. That's a kind of abuse of yourself. So self-care allows you to process your emotions. When you're happy, when you're sad, when you're grateful that something has happened, you process that feeling and you feel nice about yourself and you tell yourself kudos in the mirror.
Yeah.
That's a type of self-care. Another one that people really shy away from is boundaries. There are people who, I don't know if it's fear or it's maybe people pleasing.
Yeah.
You'll find someone can't tell you no. Maybe they're borrowing you money. You can't say no.
Yeah.
You just want to say yes and please whoever you are going to lend the money to.
Yeah.
And yet, on your side, you're going to be left suffering.
Yes.
It's good to learn how to say no. That's a form of emotional self-care.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think we struggle a lot being African because we are told to be good to our elders, be good to I don't know, this pastor, this leader.
Yeah.
We are always looking out for other people, but
Yes.
we rarely look out for ourselves. The other way is also expressing your emotions. No, for example, if you want to say the no, don't just go mom, don't keep quiet, don't usiingie chini ya miti, there's a way people just go underwater.
Yeah.
Maybe you ask them for something rather than telling they shut down. Expressing also your emotions is a form of emotional self-care.
Self-care.
Learning how to express your emotions. If it's a no, learn how to say no. You might not maybe be rude or arrogant.
Yeah.
You can be wise about it. You can tell that person, maybe the current situation I'm in, I have maybe a lot of bills.
Yeah.
Or I can't go out. Do you know even there are people who go out? They invited everywhere, they're showing up.
Yes.
They are maybe suffering in some other ways of maybe missing work or
Yes.
missing family time because they can't say no. They can't say, I can't go out with you guys. I can't join you for that event. Just learn how to say no and express your emotions. That's also a very, very important form of self-love, which is emotional. The third one is mental self-care.
Yes.
For this one,
It's
I think
deep, eh?
for this one, I think we are going to look for a day and just discuss it for a whole day or a whole episode because a lot of us are really missing the mark. Yes, especially because what we are supposed to be doing to grow mentally,
Yeah.
we kind of don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Things like reading, we don't read.
Yeah.
When you read books, you grow mentally.
Yeah.
When you engage yourself in physical activities like hiking, nature walking, you grow mentally because you get time to debunk. But nowadays, we have a very bad habit of always being on our phones,
Yes.
which deteriorates our brain and our mental capacity. That's why you'll find somebody is tired. Si tumefanya kitu yoyote, but because you just lazy around.
Yes.
So mentally, you're very weak. Even developing mental stamina. For example, you'll find when you go for a hike,
Yeah.
at the beginning you'll be like, this is very difficult. I can't do this. But the more you do it, the more steps you take, the easier it becomes. And then now mentally, you're like, I hiked Mount Longonot. Which one are we doing next?
Okay.
You see, you're building your mental strength. And that is now mental self-care, which we don't engage in. And I believe we should try and inform our viewers more about it.
Today I was reading a certain book and then I found myself being distracted by the phone. Most of the times when a phone rings or a text comes in, you want to just check and reply, and then after replying you find yourselves scrolling and scrolling.
Next.
And then I told myself, how can I get better at this? Because honestly, I have realized it is a weakness.
Yes.
There's a word they use for someone who gets distracted so fast, especially with by the phones. And honestly, that is me.
And that habit
me.
has come over time. It was not you before.
Yes.
But now you get so distracted.
Exactly. So I try to read a book. By the time I'm doing, let's say, 5 pages, I'm already out.
Yes.
The book is there and I'm on phone. And that's it. The day ends. So it takes time for me to finish reading one book, and I love reading. I love reading. I have books, but the phone is really distracting me.
Yes.
I don't know what type of care I need for my brain
Uh-huh.
for me to really focus on that, because honestly, it is important to read.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
yeah.
I believe one of the things that can motivate us to read more is just for you to remember that reading is doing you more good. Viewing your phone is doing harm. When you remember that, you just
Yeah,
leave it.
yeah,
Always remember when you're holding a book and reading,
yeah.
you are building your mental capacity, you're building your mental stamina. Yes, I believe that would help a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. I think for the mental part, we'll just have a whole day just to understand where the problem began, where we kind of deviated from doing activities that really build us mentally. For example, you'll find even on social media, there are this cold bath with ice cubes inside
Yeah.
that people get inside them. I
What
don't
is
know.
it for?
Yes, it's for your mental strength because when
Mental.
yes,
How am I getting on a cold bath? Icy, actually.
yes,
For my mental
for your mental,
stamina.
let me tell you,
All right.
it's just like hiking. When you're outside, you'll be like, when I enter this water, I'll freeze. You'll be
Yeah.
very scared. So everything in your
I'm already
body,
getting
yes,
that freeze.
yes, everything in your brain,
Yes.
everything in your body is telling you run. The same way with normal life situations. When you encounter a problem, the first thing is usually preserve yourself.
Yes.
Don't engage. If it's a business you want to start, the first thing your brain will tell you, because it's scared, it has never done it before.
Yeah.
The first thing it will tell you is, is it really important? Let's not do it.
Yeah.
So for you to be able to get over that, you have to make sure that you are having activities that are challenging you. Now, for example, the ice bath,
Yeah.
hiking, reading, engaging in new experiences.
Yeah.
Test, just drive out, maybe to a new location. Because as long as you have not seen it, you have not experienced it, your brain will never be familiar with it.
Yeah, true.
Do you understand me?
Yes,
So
I
it
get
helps. It kind of helps you be more open minded. Yes, and even now when challenges come, you'll be very quick to handle them. You won't
Yeah.
find situations dragging you down or just lagging behind because you have encountered a problem. No, you'll be able to have the stamina
Yeah.
to move. Yes.
So what do I do to improve my emotional wellness, especially if I've been through a lot? Yeah. You tend to not take care of yourselves emotionally. What do I do to get better, or what do I do to just take care of myself emotionally?
First of all, people should know, our viewers should know that it's not a quick fix. It's not a quick fix.
Especially emotional care.
Especially emotional. It's not a quick
Yeah.
fix. It's not today I am horrible, tomorrow I'm great. No, actually, that's very dangerous because it means your moods will be up, down, which is very unhealthy. So make sure number one is acknowledge and accept what is happening. Accept it.
Yeah.
If it's maybe a bad relationship, you're just coming from it. If it's work, whatever it might be, if it's family,
Yeah.
the first step is to accept. Hapo palifanyika makosa, there was a blunder that happened. Accept. Number two, find ways to overcome it. For example, you can find someone to talk to.
Yeah.
You can try and get experience. Right now, I feel like the world is literally a global village. For example, there was a very popular lady that was posting how a certain man manipulated her into some very nasty things. So when you're just scrolling maybe on your social media or you intentionally seek out such information, you kind of realize, I'm not the only one who has maybe gone through a bad marriage. I'm
Yeah.
not the only one who has been sacked. I'm not the only one who has started a business and it has failed. So it kind of helps you to know it's not you are not isolated. Because now that's another problem. When you feel
Yeah.
isolated, you feel this problem is mine. You own the problem.
Yes.
But now when you realize it's not only it does not only happen to me, then it helps you overcome.
Yeah.
You can learn from so and so did this. They went for gymming early in the morning. They ran. They started these good behaviors
Yeah.
good habits that led to you.
Yeah.
Another thing I need to tell people, especially when it comes to emotional self-care, people need to understand themselves. people really need to understand themselves
Yeah.
and to pour inward. Pour inward. Because the question you have asked me about people finding themselves in bad emotional states is mostly because we pour outside, not inside.
Okay.
Yes. Bending some things for people, ama for work, ama for business.
Some rules.
Some rules, yes.
Yeah.
For example, I usually advise people in a day, make sure you speak to yourself. You have spoken to your nanny, you have spoken to your driver, have you spoken to yourself? Have you asked yourself, hi, how are you? I know it sounds, but
Sounds.
yes,
Uh-huh.
but ask yourself, how are you?
Yeah.
Look at yourself in the mirror and be like, how are you? Are you okay? When you have such habits,
Yeah.
it will be so quick for you to get back up.
Yeah.
But if you have found yourself, maybe you are rock bottom and you want to get up, develop such habits like speaking to yourself. And I usually advise people that let you be your number one cheerleader. Don't be your critic. That's also another form of self
Self-care.
care, emotional self care.
Yeah.
Be your number one cheerleader. Don't be a self critic. That if maybe I pour this glass of water by mistake, instead of telling myself, it's broken, we try again, or
Yeah.
what can we do? Do we replace it? You're like, no, why have I done that? Da, 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 da. Then you drag yourself. And you know, nobody in this world loves you more than you.
Yes. No one can actually.
Nobody can love you more than you
Yeah.
love yourself. So it's number one priority
Yeah.
of emotional self-care to love yourself and have positive self-talk. Yes. But if someone maybe is in a position where it's really bad,
Yeah.
don't shy away from seeking help. They can reach out to you and we can help them. Yes.
I also understand there are some misconceptions about self-care.
Yes.
Yeah. How is self-care perceived out there?
For people, first of all, that don't understand it, they think it's very selfish. They feel the person practicing it is selfish.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
If you don't, for example, you don't practice self-care, I practice self-care. So every time I'm me, myself, and I, you're like, why are you so into yourself?
Yeah, where you always
Why-
like taking too much time to shine for
yes,
who?
yeah. It sounds very
Yeah,
selfish.
I get it.
But imagine it's just a misconception because I believe you can only love someone, or you can only be your best self, you can only be the best employee, the best business person.
Yeah.
If now, first of all, you have prioritized yourself. You cannot be good out there if you're not good in here. Yes, so I totally disagree to the people that think that it's selfish.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very wrong.
Okay.
Another thing is that it's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, people think that it's very, very expensive. I need to go to Bali or go to Dubai or
And Du Bois.
and Dubai or Dubai
Yeah.
or maybe have 100,000 shopping spree. No,
Yeah.
it's actually very simple things. For example, changing your hairstyle.
Yeah.
You every month you make your hair, but this time around you decide, oh, let me try out this
Something
color, let me
new.
try out this style, let me try. That's a form of self-care. That's grooming.
Yeah.
That's physical self-care. It doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah.
It can be you waking up in the morning and deciding, I'm going to change my beddings, I'm going to change everything in this room and have a new theme.
Yeah.
That's self-care. Yes, it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be a walk just in the evening instead of staying at home scrolling your phone
Again.
again.
Yeah.
Just put your phone down, walk out, take a stroll, then come back. Don't even run. Don't even run.
Yeah.
Walk. Yes.
Just
And
think about life.
Yes, and take nature in.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, there is another type of self-care, which is spiritual. You'll find there are people who really get rejuvenated by walking, connecting with nature. That's also another form. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, let's go back to something you mentioned, and I believe that would be social self-care.
Yes.
Tell us just a little bit about that because I believe it is very important for us, especially today.
Yes.
Yes.
spend time with your loved ones. That now you see the misconception about it's selfish. That this is where we draw the line and we're like, no, it's not selfish, because self-care also involves social self-care. Spending time with your family members. That friend of yours who you have not talked for how long, call them. Hi, how are you? I saw you have a new business. I saw you graduated. Connect with
Connect
people
with people the right way. Yeah.
and be intentional. Today we were having a very interesting conversation with a friend of mine, and he was talking about how it's good, it's sweet when you are in an intentional friendship. For example, we have just passed the Christmas period, and you find people who are gifting each other.
Yeah.
And there is nothing as good as a friend gifting you a gift that she knew you needed. Like for me, maybe I know you need a new scarf, and then
Yeah, I do.
you do you do, and maybe you just mentioned
Yeah.
it when we were talking, and then I gift you,
Yes.
maybe on your birthday, on Christmas, on Valentine's. Connect. If just spend time with your family.
Yeah.
That is basically social. Go for events. There is a very bad habit that is catching up with us. I think it's Western. It's not really African, where you find people are really trying to seclude themselves.
Yes.
If it's the nuclear family, inakuwa tu the mother, the father, the child.
Yeah.
Nobody else there. Wherever they go, they're just the three of them. They don't even involve. Even you don't know your neighbor.
Yeah.
It's a bad habit.
But
by the
I
way.
think for the Western countries, yeah, it's because of the busy lifestyle.
Yes.
Because I've heard people saying, most of the times there you can't even afford a nanny.
Yes.
So you have to go to work, and then by the time you're getting home, now your husband releases, you release him,
Yeah, he goes to work. Yes.
So you're interchanging
Always
or,
busy.
or rotating.
Yes.
There's no time you're together, all of you. So what time do you even have with friends?
Yes.
Yeah, which I think is not a good thing,
It's not a good
especially when
thing.
it comes to family and growth.
Yes, and for them, we can understand them because it's the circumstance they are in. Now, imagine we are trying to
Copy that.
and yet, as we have all the time in the world, it's just that we are on our phones or we are just developing some very bad habits. Let me just call them bad. Remember, this is self care. People might ask, people nowadays wonder, ananisaidia na nini? What is this person helping me with? We forget that you're not an island.
Yeah.
That challenge you're facing, maybe the solution is just next door. Maybe I'll just come and tell you, by the way, I need jewelry, and you'll be like, I have a plug for you. You see that is fixed. And don't go to that one because they sell fake. Go to this one. No, I would have gone alone. I buy the fake ones, then I have problems. So it's good for people to talk. It's for your own benefit. It's self-care.
Self-care.
Yes, and also spiritual. That's the last one. There is also spiritual self-care. I mentioned about taking the strolls, connecting with nature. For Christians, go to church. For Muslims, go to the mosque.
Yeah.
Have a way of connecting with the higher power.
Yeah.
Yes. Those who call him God, find a way of connecting with God. Yes. Take time to read your Bible.
Yeah.
Dribble down what you have learned. Yeah, have a relationship with your higher power or with God. Yes, that's spiritual care.
Okay. Now, for someone who's, let me take you back to physical self-care, yeah? Because I feel it is very main here.
Yes.
For someone who's not practiced it before, how do I convince that person that looking good is not is a good thing, and it adds a value and it adds something actually to yourself? How do I convince this person who thinks that makeup is expensive and makeup is ni vitu za kujiwekelea? You know, there are people who have that. We call them misconceptions. Yeah, how do I convince this person that this adds value
to you?
Yeah, not makeup per se, but looking good.
Looking good. Yeah. I'd say rediscover yourself and try to discover yourself individually. Remember, we said self-care is individual. What might work for you might not work for me, but at least have some practices that you're doing. If you feel makeup is not good for you, then what is good for you? What do you feel nice about? Let me tell you, self-care boosts your confidence. I usually tell people that that's the best qualification. Confidence. It's
Yeah.
the best. Don't know
Yes.
anything. Don't even go to school. Don't even do all those things. Be confident.
Yeah.
It will open doors
Yes.
that you'd not even have thought
True.
about. And this confidence will come when you groom yourself right, however it might look to you,
However simple.
however simple it might
Yeah.
be. For example, you'll find there are people who like stick-ons
Mm-hmm.
for nails for the ladies,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll find another person like, no, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do even a clear.
Yeah.
You'll even you even if you want to deny that you're not feeling better, trust you me, I know you're feeling better when you just
Yeah.
do something clear on your
I
nails.
can see we have similar
We have
taste,
similar
kind of
taste.
self care.
Yes, when you just do
Yeah.
the clear, you feel nice.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
When you're at home,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe on Sunday evening, you have nowhere to go, just file your nails
Yeah.
or find things that you like to do. Others, maybe it's cleaning, changing their beddings, changing the themes of their houses.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, discover and rediscover. I usually tell people what you liked yesterday, you might not like it today. It's a continuous journey. It's
Yeah.
day in, day out. Just because I changed yesterday my beddings or the theme does not mean it will work for me for the next
Yes.
1 year.
Yeah.
I may need to do it again and again. And it makes you feel excited about living. You know, we
Yeah.
only have this life to live. It makes you feel very excited to live.
Yes.
Wake up in the morning, go to work, report to your business, whatever it might be. It makes you
Yeah.
feel very nice.
And
Yes.
talking about actually confidence, self confidence, and just taking your care of yourself brings out some good energy, and it
Yes.
speaks to other people. It reminded me of a certain place I had gone. Yeah, we had gone for an interview. Actually, it was right after campus.
Yes.
And I remember we had gone for an interview in this very big company, and we were like, I think, 5 people.
Yes.
So there's this lady, I don't know where she was from, but that one really caught my eye, and I have never forgotten to date. Not caught my eye in a good way,
Yes.
but that lady was wearing a trench coat. And the trench coat, I don't know if you know this, the trench coat, the second-hand trench coat. When you buy them, I
Yeah.
think the way they are squeezed
Pressed.
in, yeah, they are pressed in those bags. They come with creases and all that.
Yes.
And I think those creases, maybe they iron out after you wash and wash and
Wash.
wash or something. So it's like that trench coat. I don't know if it was new or what. Now it
It
had,
still had the
yes,
creases.
not kidogo.
It was
Yeah, a lot. Like
so
it was
visible
just picked from the bag or something. And when she got in, myself, I was scared
for her.
for
Oh
her.
my God.
And those are small, small things that actually
Yes.
you
Make
can
a
be, yeah, make a
difference.
difference. Because for me, I felt for that girl to qualify to be there, she must have been good, really good, yeah.
Yes.
And some things as simple as those ones can get you out
Yes.
of that queue,
Yeah.
whereas probably brain wise you're the
You are
best,
qualified.
you are qualified or even the best.
Yes.
Yeah, so I totally understand when you say small things that
Very,
they
very,
can
very
make a
small things.
difference.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. On that, another thing that people think is that it is done when you're low. For example, when now you are undergoing the divorce, when now you have lost the job, now that's when you want to remember there is something like self-care.
I've seen that on social media and wondered, what is this? Why didn't you do this
You should
earlier?
have, it's supposed to be day in, day out.
Yeah.
You don't wait for the bad day. No, 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 no.
It's like
It's supposed to be a
it's
part of you.
yeah.
Yes.
For me, I feel like when people do that, it's like trying to prove a point, or probably they have realized that I failed in this one and I am better than this.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to shine and come out stronger. For some people, I believe it works for them, but it's not good to wait until that time.
Don't
Yeah.
wait, do not wait until when things are bad. That's why
Yeah.
you want to take care of yourself. Take yourself now. Buy yourselves nice gifts. Buy yourself flowers. It's such small things.
Yeah,
Yes.
but also I believe, because we've been here on this set talking about mental wellness, I believe most of the times when people are going through a lot, through um, emotional breakdowns, yeah,
Yeah.
they don't even remember such things. And what I get to understand from these conversations is that, especially when you're with a narcissist, they can make you forget yourself.
True.
Yeah. And the moment you get out, that is when you
Yes.
realize who you are
Yes.
and how you've been living a different life. So if you are a cute, like the cutesy demure
Yes.
kind of person, now you try to bring it
Yes.
because someone was,
Dimming the lights.
yeah.
It's actually very sad that there are people who derive happiness from other people's mystery. That's really sad. I agree with you that I pray that none of my sisters or none of my friends get to meet such kind of men.
Yeah.
Let's be aware.
Yeah.
Make sure you have social self-care, because now when you have things like social welfare, they'll be able to tell you, Sly, I saw you with
Yeah.
yeah. So make sure you are surrounded by you tick all the types of self-care, so that in case you find yourself in a bad position, someone will call you out.
Yeah.
But I know when you are in love, you don't listen. They're like, no, those are enemies of progress. We will be waiting for you here to
True.
give you counseling when things have gone bad.
Yeah, but it is important. You've
Yeah.
mentioned the physical, social, emotional, mental,
Yes.
spiritual,
Spiritual.
and I believe our viewers have grabbed that.
Yes.
Yeah, that is quite a nice show. Thank you so much,
You're
Charity, for
welcome.
coming to our show.
And I'm really sorry for your friend. Did she get the job?
I don't, I don't know, because of myself, I didn't get it.
If you watch this
But I
show
believe it's not because of self care.
of self-care, if you're watching this show, please do not carry
Yeah.
something that doesn't look very nice to an interview. And let me tell you, simple is beautiful. That's also something else. People think that you have to have something expensive to look nice.
Yeah,
No,
true.
it could be something small.
Yeah.
And I came bearing gifts, by the way.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
before you wind up,
Uh-huh.
I came carrying gifts. Yes, because you're talking about self-care. Yes, I bought you a bouquet of flowers. Money bouquet. This is for you.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. You guys see what Charity does.
Yes.
Amazing. I love your work.
Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you very much.
I don't want to say I haven't received gift. Let me say this kind of gift. Someone should give me things.
This
I
one?
know.
Again.
Nime set nini standards.
Yes.
This is so cute.
Yo.
Wow, nice.
Self-care.
Yeah, I think we deserve a hug on this one.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. I pray that your business grows.
Thank
Guys,
you.
she does really amazing flowers.
Yes.
And wow, this is money.
Real money, guys.
Money bouquets
Real
and
money.
flower bouquets. She does for events actually,
Yes.
and individuals. And now that we are going for Valentine's,
Call
this is
me.
a good deal. Thank you so much, Charity.
Yes.
Thank you for gracing our
And you
show.
deserve this and more.
Oh,
You
thank
do. You do such an
Amazing.
amazing job over here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh
All the
my
ladies that
goodness.
follow you
Hey.
and listen to you, they cannot lose their way.
Guys,
Yes.
can you smell the money? Thank you so
Yeah,
much. I really
you can just
appreciate.
put it
Let's put it here.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for being part of this show. It has been amazing with Charity. We can have her here again and again. Of course, we are waiting for more gifts. Yeah, self care.
coming bearing gifts.
Let's take care of ourselves. Let's take care of our mental wellness every day so that we can maintain sanity. See you. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye.